Hi, I'm Nancy from Desert Haven in Lancaster, California. I teach employment skills and help people get jobs. Today we're going to talk about how not to be late at work. Don't ever be late to work. You want to be on time every day. Being on time every day and returning from your breaks every day means that you have good punctuality. I put the pronunciation up there, punctuality. Punctuality. It's a long word. It means being on time. It also means getting your jobs done on time, but today we're going to talk about getting to work on time every day. It also means coming back from your breaks on time. Use your phone to time your breaks. We're going to talk about why it's important to be on time every day. The business you work for plans for the whole day of when they need employees to be there. If they're going to be busy or if they have certain deadlines, they plan for you to be there at a certain time, which is why they scheduled you to be there at a certain time. Maybe you need to go in at a certain time so that other people can get their breaks. When you are late, it causes problems with that plan. It makes it hard to run the business smoothly, and they wonder if you're going to show up at all. You're letting down your coworkers. Your coworkers might get angry with you, especially if it's happening a lot. Your business has deadlines to meet, and it's important that you show up on time so that that daily business plan runs smoothly. Showing up on time means that you're a reliable employee. It shows that you're responsible, you'll be more respected by your coworkers and your bosses, and you're more likely to receive raises and promotions. When you take a job, you're making a commitment to show up when they need you to show up. If you have certain availability issues, you need to talk about that kind of stuff in the interview, because when you accept the job, you're making a commitment that you're going to show up on time every day. Your punctuality and importance is important for you to keep your job. Many companies, all companies, have some kind of rules and policies about attendance and punctuality. A lot of times, being tardy, being late a lot, will actually count as an absence, and so it will make it look like you're absent a lot, and you could get fired for that. So, be on time every day. Being on time is not good teamwork because your coworkers are counting on you to show up on time every day. Being late causes problems for your boss because they have to try to get someone to cover for you until you show up, and they wonder if you're going to show up at all. Being late causes problems for your customers. If you're running a cash register and you're late, that means all the customers have to wait in one other line, or maybe there's someone that's on break right now because you're late, the customers have no one to help them. They might not get to buy what they need, and they might not come back. Being late costs you money, like 25 cents a minute if you're making $15 an hour. It adds up quick. Being late 10 minutes every day costs you over $100 a year, even more. I didn't do the math. You could do the math though. Tell me in the comments, if you're late every day for 10 minutes to your job and they let you stay, how much money are you losing by being late every day? You need a calculator. Poor punctuality and poor attendance is the number one reason people lose their jobs in the United States. Simply for not showing up, for not getting there on time. You must make a plan to be on time every day to work. But you say, Nancy, how can I break the habit of being late all the time? It's easy. Mostly, you would probably need to get up earlier in the morning. Back your clock up maybe a little bit every day, like 5 minutes earlier, 5 minutes earlier, 5 minutes earlier, so you're getting up earlier every day. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure that you are getting up on the weekends at the same time. Don't sleep in. You could take naps later. That's a different video, but it's important to get up the same time every day. Once you start getting up earlier, it should be easy to figure out what's causing you to be late. Are you taking too long making breakfast? Are you doing household chores in the morning? Are you taking a long time grooming yourself in the morning? We're going to figure that out. You have to figure that out, or maybe ask someone in your family how you could figure that out and deal with that problem and fix it. Get up earlier. That's my number one suggestion, is to get up a few minutes earlier to give yourself a little more time every day. If you have chores to do them the night before. If you are taking too long grooming yourself, then I applaud you for being professionally dressed, but see where you might be able to shave a little time in the morning. Make sure you're staying focused in the morning, and make sure that you're getting to work on time and that you're still dressed professionally. As far as breakfast goes, I wouldn't skip breakfast. Food gives you calories, which gives you energy for the rest of the day. So even if it's just a small protein snack, it doesn't have to be anything that you have to cook, or if you're waiting for someone else to fix it for you, then just tell them, no thank you, I'll just have a cheese stick or something like that, something quick and easy so that you can get to work on time. You can create reminders for yourself on calendars or your phone to make sure that you're getting to work on time, and also use your phone to time your breaks, because there's not going to be anyone on your breaks to tell you time to come back to work. You have to do that on your own. So if you have something special or different, put it on your calendar. Set 2 or 3 alarms. I keep my alarm clock on the other side of the room so that I actually have to get out of bed if I want to hit the snooze alarm. That helps me a lot. I'll turn the light on, but then I'll go back and lay down, but only for a few minutes, because once the light's on and it's time to get up, then I just get up and get going. And I give myself plenty of time to have a very relaxing morning. I would rather have a relaxing morning and be on time to work than sleep longer. And if I want to sleep longer, I go to bed earlier. So it's important to get up enough time in the morning to have a relaxing morning where you get everything done and get to work early. Here's some more ways to break the habit of being late. Just arrive early every shift. You want to tell yourself that your shift actually starts 15 minutes before it really does. If you're scheduled at 8, if you have to be at the time clock at 8 o'clock, tell yourself, I need to be there at 7:45. Tell everyone else that you need to be there at 7:45. If you're getting rides from other people, or you're scheduling rides with a transit agency, sometimes you have to give them more than 15 minutes, because their priority is to get you there, but not to get you there on time. So you want to tell these people that you're getting transportation from that you need to be there even earlier than you really do. If you get rides from other people, tell them the earlier time. It's much better to arrive early when you have time to put your stuff in your locker, hang out in the break room for a few minutes, and flip through your phone before it's time to clock into work. That is far more relaxing than rushing to slide into work right on time. Give yourself an extra few minutes, a buffer of time. That way, if you get caught by a train or there's a car accident and the traffic is slow, you've got that extra 15 minutes to spare. You're still going to make it to work on time. Should be a little bit stressful. You don't want to be late ever, right? Speaking of the time clock, most places have what they call a grace period, where you can clock in a few minutes early and a few minutes late. The exact number of minutes will depend on where you work, but let's say it's 5. You can clock in anywhere 5 minutes before your shift or 5 minutes after your shift starts. Now, in an emergency situation, that can save you from being late, but don't make a habit of clocking in 5 minutes late. First of all, it's costing you money, 25 cents a minute. If you clock in a minute early, then you're actually making an extra 25 cents instead. It's always better to clock in a minute early if you're allowed to do so. Make sure you follow the company policies about the grace period. So clock in on time or early every day. Here's a quote I like. Being early is on time. Being on time is actually kind of late, and being actually late is unacceptable. You do not ever want to be late to work. Now, I'm not talking about emergencies. If someone is bleeding or dying, there's truly an emergency that requires medical attention or something like that, then you call your employer and you let them know that you're going to be late. In that kind of situation, you might even be absent when you need to make a call. But those things do not happen every day. Not even close. They don't happen once a week, right? They should happen maybe once or twice a year, maybe. It is not acceptable to be late once a week or even once a month. You want to be on time early every day for every shift to be a responsible employee and successful at your job. Thanks to Slides Mania and Unsplash. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any tips and tricks about how to be on time to work every day, tell us in the comments. And thank you so much for watching.